I'm fine, sir.
Well, we have looked through the schedule on the gave to us. The problem we had was to 100% prove that the manipulation we saw was done with for particular engagement and by whoever. Remember, our own observation from looking at the roster and all that was that there were gross, manipulations and all that. Some figures were stepped down, majority were pushed up. Do you understand? Yeah. The only other thing was from the series of audio recordings you give to us. I don't know whether there's any other thing that you want to let us know before you go to the second aspect of why we call it.
I don't have anything to add for now.
Now, what the modus operandi of this committee is as follows. In all our deliberations, what we normally do is this. We will ask those involved to put down one or two things in writing, and then we'll now invite everybody. You understand? So from our interactions with everybody, that we always know those who are exonerated, those who should investigate for. Like early in the year, we went to security and we were investigating the issue of books. Because when we got there, we realized that there are more books than we actually anticipated. Prof is a member of the college. He was invited. Professor Akko, Professor Sito, and all that. Professor Gbenga was unable to make the meeting before we called everybody. So on Friday, he came here. So on Friday, he came here. You know, it's a duty of the university. So he came here. He sat down. He sat down there. Okay? I hope you can see what I'm saying. Can you?
Sure.
Okay. So he came and he spent close to. Okay. So one of the things he gave to us was a recording, which involved you. And his submissions, which was recorded, was that it's also linked to the results and all that. Now, our own method of working is we don't hide anything from anybody, when we are conducting an investigation. So I'm going to play that to you, and I want your comments on it.
Okay, sir.
And then we will have to make a report. But before we do anything, we want to let you know so that you know where to move from there. Can I go ahead and play for you?
Yes, sir.
We intentionally asked the secretary to leave. This was a recording that Professor Oben got. Have you seen this recording before?
I'm saying it for the first time, but I've heard about it.
You heard about it?
Yes.
Is this you?
Yes, it's me.
Who is this lady?
That is Ejiro Messi.
Ejiro
Messi. Ikwe Ejiro Messi.
Student of Portugal University.
A student here.
Current student.
No.
Yes, she has graduated.
Yes.
With the current student.
Not with the current set.
Which year did she graduate?
That should be 2013, 14.
Sorry, if it's 2013, 14, look at the people that graduated now. Because they couldn't go because of the UK crisis.
No, this one was on, I think she had extra maternity also.
So she has declared and she has gone for service.
I don't know. I don't think she has gone for service.
What is it?
Equal
What is that?
English and international service.
Well, from submission of Professor Oge, he believes that you as a lecturer, and from what he knows, that this thing has been going on, and according to him, so it's what is it?
Equal.
According to him, that you are actually one of those who, because of sexual gratification, involved in manipulation of drugs. And indeed, you were supposed to vet, supposed to be the examiner at that time. You passed everything. That you can actually wash yourself clean from all these things. That's why we just felt it's just fair, to call your attention to this. What would be your comment?
Thank you, sir. My number one comment will really be that.
Did you say messy?
Equal.
All right. Yes, please go ahead.
Okay, my number one comment will be that the result of Equal Ojoniyi was not completed.
You have not seen the video before?
I have not.
Who told you about it?
If you listen to even the recordings I submitted, you will see there where a student was telling me on phone that they said they have a video they are going to use. No,
Has any staff told you before?
Yes.
Who?
Professor Ako told me.
Any other person?
The dean told me. Professor Kisiko.
No, I want you to mention it.
Yes, I need to mention them. And the reason is that they call my attention to this and ask me what I know about it. Now, as I said, the result of that lady was never completed by me. That is number one. Number two, the result was not even directly vetted by me because the result was completed by me. I think Mr. Olatunji was in charge of our result. And I think I taught that lady lab in 200 level when she was in 200 level. Now, having said that,
Is anybody there?
I don't really know.
Is anybody
Yes, okay, having said that, you know that last week, Thursday when we came, I said I would have loved if Professor Ben is around. Because I've heard of this move. I've heard of their plans. In fact, let me tell you, sir, that they also plan that a lady will come into my office and cry out that I attempted to rape her. And for that reason, if you come to my office in Mikire today, now you will see my window open. And every time the ladies come and ask them, please open the door. Now, yes, I have to give those information because it's actually what they planned. They planned this after this case started. They Professor Ojoniyi, Dr. Amau, Dr. Prof, Mr. Olatodun were in the know, and
like I told you last time,
okay.
as the fact finding panel, see any insinuation, things that don't be for fact.
Sir, I'm not insinuating.
No, hold on. All this, the plan, don't worry. All you need is just show me an evidence. Do you understand?
Yes.
We're not policemen. Now, what I want to do is to just ask a direct question. The laws of university, code of conduct, very clear to you and I.
Yes, sir.
Do you think this is right? As a staff to a student, do you think it's right?
This is not to the current student. That is number one thing I want to say. And then, sir, please, sir, let me say.
No, you have to answer
No,
some
I will answer your questions, but there are, sir, I want us to build this because I know already that this blackmail is coming. I know that. By Professor Ogen, by Dr. Amau, who wants to wiggle themselves out of this issue of examination and practice. Sir, no, see, sir, we will need to follow the investigation systematically. Number one, where did Professor Ogen State Security Service?
Listen to me. I'm not interested whether it's state or anywhere. What I just want is this. We invited everybody.
Yes, sir.
He came. He showed this to me. Now, I'm looking at this within the laws of the university. That's all that matters. You see, when it comes to any criminal something, that is for the police, that is for whatever, all those ones. You know, you remember I was telling you something on that day. And the way you responded to me was that, we're in love. There's love in all the departments.
Yes, I said that.
And now you're not telling me.
Yes, I said that because I know my mind.
Within like 6 hours or whatever, you're not telling me that they are planning. Even means you told me that there's nothing like love lost. And then within them and how many days after, you are mentioning 4 or 5 people are planning against you.
Yes, I'm saying that consequence. Sir, wait.
Let us
I'm saying that.
Hold on.
I'm concentrating on it, and I'm saying that consequence on the investigation we have initiated, and based on where the thing is going to, there was a meeting of a need to implicate Ojoniyi, Bode, and Akon in particular.
Hold on.
These are not insinuations.
And just listen to.
And those who were involved, those who heard of it, those who made the report.
You don't allow. I don't go beyond my own terms of reference. I will never go beyond it because I don't have all the time in the world. And I don't want a situation in which we will come to a wrong conclusion. I don't want that. All I want is this. He has called attention to the video.
And he has linked it to the manipulation of the results.
That is to you. He has called attention to the video. The question I'm asking you as a lecturer in Uniosun State University is that I don't really want to know whether the person graduated clinical. I'm not interested. All I want is that with the code of conduct of Uniosun State University, do you think this is right?
Sir, are we investigating this or we are investigating examination malpractice?
Are you asking me?
Are we investigating manipulation of results?
Are you asking me?
I want to know how this could be linked to the manipulation of the results.
Are you asking
Sincerely, I'm really interested. I'm not going to shy away from this. I'm really interested. I want Professor Dem and those who are involved to really be able to.
One question.
Tell me how are you going to manipulate that result?
I'm asking you. I have not said Dr. Ojoniyi manipulated. We all speak English. We told you nice and clear before everybody there that the template that works in your funny department there 8 people having access to that, which makes it clear to you. So it is that you take that decision, which we are going to write there, that because of that stupidity in that department, that you have 8 people having access to passport. That is the decision of this panel. Take it or leave it. There's no way you can prove that. You cannot go to the police station and then you don't know that. That is your cup of tea. The decision of this panel is that if 8 people have access passport to a computer, you cannot mention the person that faulted all that. But when we are now dealing with our own terms of reference and evidence is brought before us, there are 2 ways of doing it. Don't even bother to discuss that issue with that person. Or discuss with him, which we think there's a lot of wisdom, especially when an evidence is coming from the serving Vice Chancellor. We are giving you the opportunity to just answer that question. Do you think it's right? That they are planning and all that, it does not concern me. It's beyond the terms of reference of this. I'm going to manage this information given by a serving Vice Chancellor in a report. It's all that I want to do. I have told you our own committee decision. Because of funding the department, 8 people having access, there's no way I can say it's Dr. Alebiosu, it's Dr. Ojoniyi, it's Dr. Ako, or whatever. There's nothing, it's not possible. That is left. If the university wants to take it further, it's left for the university to get the policemen involved. And then they will make that decision. They will make that finding. It's beyond our own committee. I will not be part of the said that is your own whatever. Ours is to make sure we get a recommendation to put that department back on feet, and then everybody will work towards moving forward. The only way is to find out the integrity. Where people commit errors, you tell it to their face. They may not like it. Tell it to their face. That is the truth. What I'm asking you for is that we all have a code of conduct guiding our institution. Not that they are planning to, are they I don't really want to know. Are they planning to come and ask a woman to be screened in my office? It's not my business. My business is a serving Vice Chancellor brought this audiovisual evidence. I think I need to be fair to you to ask you, do you think it is right? If you choose not to answer that, it will go to record that you were asked. I have not said, he said it is, well, I'm not going to waste my own bloody time to report that Prof. Ojoniyi said that it is clinical. I'm too old for that kind of thing. So the question I'm putting you finally, sir, is this. Do you think this audiovisual thing is right? Lecturer, student, under Osun State University?
Sir,
yeah.
With all due respect,
yes.
It is about the circumstance of the relationship in that place. That is what informs whether it is right or not. With all sense of respect. You see, I am somehow perturbed. And I think it's just as the Yorubas will put it. It's a case of leaving ringworm. It's a case of leaving leprosy to concentrate on ringworm. See, I will tell 2 stories today. The first one is in the Bible of a woman, 2 of them, they slept, they had babies. One slept on her baby and then changed the baby. And then the case came before the king. And the king said, okay, since between the 2 of you, there is no evidence of who is the owner of the baby that is surviving now. This baby I'm going to court, and the mother of the baby said, oh, sorry, please leave this baby and allow the baby to go. I mean, this is part of what desperation can do. Sir, as I've said, ever since I heard of this, I've actually been waiting for Professor Ojoniyi and all of them to come and use this to prove how it is what has informed the manipulation of the result in English and International Studies massively. I'm really not, even if they put this on internet, sincerely, sir, since my conscience is clear and clear on the result that was manipulated in Nigeria, I will go home and sleep peacefully on my bed and thank my God. And I will not allow them to just use this nonsense to blackmail me. Having plotted this, even with juju and everything, I'm not going to go into that story. But I will hold my head up straight with my chest up to my God every day. That I thank God I got this university with all integrity. And in fact, sir, let me tell you, Professor Ode and his group cannot use this to blackmail me or to silence me. I'm not in any way afraid of the university taking this on. I fully follow up on the investigation step by step with the so-called lessons that they said reported this. Because by the time we begin to do the forensic analysis of this, I and that lady were watching computer on the table. If they were recording this from the wall, why is it that the recording did not take the computer we were watching? They planted the lady to go and record me. She was playing a film for me to analyze the film for her. And I don't want to, so I'm really ready for Professor Ode and for Dr. Amon and for all of them. I am really, because this is, as I said, sincerely, sir, I have no hatred against anybody. I never, can you imagine, and that was the reason why they were so bold to even call students and say, don't worry, we already have something to use against him. And I thank God that I have that captured on my recordings, where a student told me and said, sir, why are you pursuing this case with Professor Akpa? Go and withdraw it from Oshogo because they said already they have a video that they're going to use to implicate. Okay.
I just want to.
She said that. She said that. And for that reason, and so many other reasons, sincerely, sir, Professor Ode and his group and what they want to achieve, they have already failed as far as I'm concerned.
Okay, yeah, let me just make some clarifications to you. This is a fact-finding committee of the university. We have our terms of reference. Our terms of reference is to investigate the reasons why results, to establish whether there were manipulations. If there were manipulations, what is the correct list that were not manipulated? And then we should make appropriate recommendations to university so as to move the university forward. We have established manipulation of results. We have decided, after we look through the answer scripts, from what we saw, we felt the best thing is let's stay with the original results which we were able to affirm. On the basis of that particular one, we made a submission, an interim submission to the university. But because not only on this case, indeed any case that has been brought to our own, we make sure we ask everybody in that department, whether directly involved or not, to help out. Why we do all that is to be sure that we are on the right path. We have made it very clear to you that while we are trying to do this, that was when Professor Ode gave us call attention to this. We have also told you that the only reason why we are showing you this, which our own panel felt it is beyond the terms of reference, but we cannot close our eyes because the code of conduct of the university is against this. The details of the recording, from what we saw that you were naked in there, a PhD holder, a student of yours. We also listen to the audio aspect. At the same time, we felt we should take it and then show you, and then listen to your comments. If I get it very right, apart from Dr. X, Professor X against me, which honestly, we have made it very clear to you that some of us are not interested in that one. The details of that one, another panel might pick that up. The one that I wanted you to say, just to say, well, this is wrong or this is right. You refuse to say that. You are saying it's because you are watching a computer, with a lady. But I don't want to just call your attention to the fact that the lady was fully dressed. You are watching computer, stark naked, a PhD holder. We are going to report that Ogden showed us an audio visual. We are going to refrain from the content of the audio visual. We will not mention, because we know what the laws of the university says concerning things that can be termed as gross misconduct. We don't want to go away from the terms of reference of our panel, which is to investigate the what is it now? Manipulation of results. That is what we are going to submit. We have confirmed beyond zero that there were manipulations. We have confirmed beyond zero that 8 people, and we listed their names, have access to that computer. It's unfortunate that we will not be able to say, okay, assuming it's only 2, we told you as a member. We are also going to say everybody, whatever their interactions, word for word, put it there. But the one from Professor Ogden, because he's a serving vice chancellor, because he insisted that we should, before you say anything, we should record him. We did record him. We're going to make reference that he provided audiovisual evidence which may remotely have to do with this case, and the university should investigate that further. Your comments, we will not say anything about it, that we are planning to make us, because we cannot substantiate it. That what Professor Gbenga said, that all this clinical may have to do with manipulation of results, again, we will not go there, because we don't have evidence. I'm a professor of medicine. I will not work on DMC. I don't have time. So I just want to let you know, because our what is I will make sure that there is spirit of fairness in all. That is the submission of our committee. But you are a man and a staff here. What I'm going to say now is my personal feeling. Please, wherever we find ourselves, as senior staff, let's try to do things in order. I told you, this is not part of, this is just Dr. Ojoniyi Professor. This, from my own point of view and the code of conduct of the university, it is wrong for us to have amorous relationships with our students. You understand? It is wrong. Now, if anybody, I'm just looking like if I stand before the court now, and they are investigating me for manipulation of results, how will I wash myself clean on the long run? Because it could be said, they could accuse me that because of sexual gratification, that is why all these things are going on. It doesn't make the whole thing very clear. And from what I heard, you're a pastor.
Yes. I'm very proud to say it here today that I'm really a pastor. I'm very, very proud to say it.
I've never doubted all that.
I'm very proud.
Like all the stuff I'm telling you, it's just a friend talking to a man, a senior man talking to another one. You understand? We all need to try to be careful in all things that we do. The church of God is suffering. Do you understand? Now, God forbid, I've searched the net. I won't tell you a lie. To be sure that it's not there. And I was very happy to realize that it's not there. I can't imagine your church member seeing this
I've told them, sir, I've told my wife. In fact, let me tell you, sir. In some next 5-6 years, I will still pursue this case with Professor Ben and those who are involved.
See, the problem you have, I will talk to you frankly. The problem you have is that you're not seeing what people are saying. You're in your own world. A world that will be fought in the court of law. You're not just facing the reality of life. I'm telling you that this, in the context of this university and the laws of Nigeria, it's not acceptable. You are still telling me, I thank God that, yes, you hindered your wife. But I don't know your wife, I don't know your home, but one prayer I'm giving to you is that your home will stand. But a woman saying this, whether you like it or not, the woman will be a bit doubtful of you. That is the thing you are not seeing. I can imagine my son or your son saying this. They will doubt your level of morality.
They know me.
And they know you. But this is,
in fact, the staff in Ikire, including Oden and Amo and all of them, they know me. You see, this is so unfortunate when somebody now says Ojoniyi has been dating students or whatever. Bring all the students. Even this lady cannot tell anybody that I have been dating her.
Anyway, it's okay. I mean, that is just ignore those private. I want to appreciate you for being highly cooperative in terms of discussing with you as regards this case. Who submit especially the only clause that we're going to put there, which is actually our own opinion, is that because the information, the evidence is from the standing senior staff of university and the vice chancellor, and the case will investigate further. It's beyond our own terms of reference. You understand?
Okay.
There's no problem. The children you submitted to us should be submitted as one of the appendix.
Okay, sir.
You understand? So all that will be submitted to the office of the vice chancellor that puts this panel up. But behind all that, let's make sure there is peace in that college. There's peace in that party.
It's not when people are lying, sir. It's not really when people are lying and they cannot face facts and they are desperate. Because at the end of the day, you will see certain people who are desperate. I've never been a desperate man. And that's the reason why ever since I heard of this, I refuse to be desperate.
Our approach now to be, how do you do things to make sure there's sanity in that college, there's friendship, there's love. You must be able to ready to accommodate others. Others who are supposed to be your opposition camp, according to what you are saying, must also be ready to let there be peace so that the college and the university can move on. Enough of all negative propaganda against the university. I was shaking when I was trying to tell this online. You don't see it, but I saw it. That if I see this video online, the next is an Alebiosu. You are in a university where you don't do injury. It was enough, the nonsense that we all went through. I want a university that they will say, what they did in that university to discover, how of recent I don't know, I'm sure maybe you have had a head of somebody to put it on another person's body and the person alive and left. South Africa. Lo and behold, I'm here in my university talking about sexual harassment. And then my own very senior person is saying that it's because of
Sir, the video you have in that place has nothing to do with sexual harassment.
Don't worry, I'm not
it has nothing.
Don't worry.
For God's sake, it has nothing to do with sexual harassment.
The camera has also in fact that
we're not saying all that. Don't forget about it. I'm just saying that, you see, like I told you a few days back, the first time I heard about Ojoniyi, remember what I told you? I said it was a gentleman that was talking about accelerated promotion. I fell in love with you. I love distinction academics. That is my own watchword. That is the kind of people I move with. He seated here, he was so bad. These are the people that I want to flow with. I don't want all this kind of nonsense. We can have our challenges, but the bottom line is the system must survive. The system must move forward. We must love ourselves. Do you understand? But the spirit in you is like you will have this venom, you want to push on somebody else.
No, sir. See, I think that is where we begin to get things wrong. I have, for God's sake, I think I said it when I was first invited to this panel, that even when they are planning all the politics in Ikiri, I don't get to hear. In fact, and I remember I said it at this panel that it used to be Okocha, Mary Okocha, who is doing a PhD now in South Africa, who used to inform me and say, but this is what they say they are doing by next week or by tomorrow. Because I'm not involved in any politics. I don't play politics. I don't have the time for it. Again, Professor again. For God's sake, here is Professor again that the last time I called him was to ask him what is happening to my paper that is going to be published in Ebola, African Ebola. This is Professor again that we went to his inauguration as Provost. I have nothing against Professor again. But I am telling you, when people are desperate, just because I have been involved in finding out the facts, for God's sake, what is really wrong in finding out facts? Am I saying somebody should be crucified or somebody should be killed for finding out the facts? But it's just unfortunate when you try to find out the facts, somebody thinks you are trying to run somebody down, and then because of that, they come around and begin to do all sorts of nonsense. And it's one of the reasons why I will continue to hold myself and my head high, irrespective of this nonsense that is here. Because I know it's not what I do, and I know it's not what I practice. And they know it, all of them, they know it. So it's not about venom, it's really about the passion. The integrity that one has given to this system, that one is trying to put into it to make sure that it works.
I just pray that at least there will keep. Honestly, I'm looking for that day that the things that will come out from Professor Cholabi is an historian. Is Okunrin an historian? But these are people, these are people who stand out. Let us get that knowledge of humanity and culture to be like that. I don't get me. Wow, we need to move this system up. Are we going to start move the day from Washington to University? I wish somebody would see my heart.
My own fear of it is that only when you pray, I told you there's the relief. Then I did. That was really more like that.
Really, I'm surprised. I'm sorry that people are saying fight. So, if results are manipulated, is it wrong to find out? Is it wrong to investigate? Is that a fight? Because I don't. It's the same thing students kept saying. They said it's you and Uncle that took this thing to Ojogbo, this and that. I don't understand it.
When your senior police is talking like I don't understand.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
I tell your interview as a selected or selected promotion, and I know your you have culture in the family. You have culture. So when you came here, I told you, when it is end, you know who to control that.
I'm hearing you, sir.
What is it? Drop it and go.
I'm trying to look for. Okay, I remember I brought to.
Tomorrow morning.
What's that?
Sorry, that's to do.
Well, if you want to discuss it, if you say the relation, what is something, you have to be very careful. You cannot have longer hair with the same part of the body. If you're a religious person, that was what I was telling people in the first place. Still a wonder to I'm asking you. Anybody can commit error at any point. When they commit error, correct you. Don't say, oh, if you don't able to identify the error committer, it has to everybody go very careful. It's happening in any university, it doesn't any happen. And I won for the Oracle on this case. The first time I was at Abuja, or you know assignment, I was not put the very open competition they kill. When they call Akko immediately, Akko, be very careful. They are a member of my committee, and the chairman of your post. Be careful with that case of your phone. Make sure you settle everything in the college level. Let people free more for the clause. If you feel strongly about it, push it to the center. That's what I told you. A good leader should not foment trouble. I think when people try, that's often you will read. As chairman said, you don't see from angle that I've seen it. Okay, we're one-way traffic. You don't look on that side. Your name is you say you're a pastor. I'm a pastor. Is that what you saw? Is it right in the Bible? Is it biblical? And you say you don't care. I'm surprised.
I did not do that intentionally. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Excuse me. I'm talking to you as a pastor to pastor.
Yes, sir.
We are not recording this as part of our procedure. That's so true. I am to advise you as a clergyman too. Because it's an insult on our own professor as a clergyman. If you hear and you are saying you're supposed to be sober. When you make an error, people are correcting you, be sober. Ojoniyi, be sober. That is the content of the Bible. Because if anybody can make, nobody is perfect. Anybody can make error, even as a pastor. The way you commit an error, you let that soberness, reflection of sobriety, reflected in you as a Christian. Yeah, I've made an error. Please, God forgive me. It should be your reflection. I wouldn't have thought that when you say this one could not silence you, then you still become so arrogant about it. If you do not correct you at this point, who will correct you? Nothing. If you don't advise you, then who will advise you? You are a leader of the church. No member of the church can correct you. But when you are in the midst of a senior pastor, when they advise you, listen. I personally don't want this case to get to this level. What did I say before we met? I want us to call ourselves. That's why I invited them. When we started blowing different language. That's why I was looking. In the Q&A, when they talk, we sat them down. We advised them. We advised them. What is the problem? If the result was order, you can correct it to the number one. Finish the case. After that, you have known the culprit. Torí tó bá yẹ kó gba owó, ẹni tó gbowó lọ́wọ́ rẹ̀ yóò lójú. Lágbájá owó tó gbà lọ́wọ́ mi, what you are now clamoring for should not be detected. When August wrote this, I was so sad. You know, if you are telling your personal life, and we strongly believe that if today we get alive with you, going out with him, so don't go ahead and be recording you. It's interpretation of one miracle thing. But you are looking at it as just one way. People who say they're going to make peace, go get everything vanish on the ground. They are still becoming so arrogant on it.
Sir, I'm sorry, with all due respect, I'm not arrogant. I'm just trying to explain. I'm not arrogant with all due respect. Sincerely, it's just that because you don't know me. And I think the answer is to give your image.
But you see, if you see want to comfort people that are involved, you are creating problem for yourself.
Sir, I'm not arrogant. It's not that I'm arrogant, but I'm telling you, I'm trying to tell you that this type of thing is really not healthy, especially because what Ogen and those with him claimed is that SSS people recorded this.
Sorry,
Sincerely, sir, I must confess to you that we do your own strategy. Sir, I must confess to you. No, I'm not. It's not that I'm fighting.
I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk. I want the war to be between, the two most senior people that are here. But what I only say as somebody that's on this other side is that we don't really need to make claims. We don't need to make claims. So just let him continue with what he said. Most important is this.
Just the way the last thing, initially I decided that I would talk very distinct, but I think in my team, then I can engage with okay,
Shame, sir. I'm just 39 this year.
39? Yeah, older than me. So you're older than me by a lot.
Maybe on paper.
Not on paper, read. Read. I can produce my original slice and video. No. So the fact is not that. But the fact is that no one thing that you need to put appreciate is that you ask senior people. Initially, the day we finish the answer, I think we need to say that I'm really appreciative of the fact that I'm starting from here. When we are discussing yesterday, I told you that you can be an eye opener because that's some things we younger ones, so to speak, we used to drag that we don't know that we are writing letters to drop. It's only when you are not confronted with issues, you know, say got out there, and that is why, sorry for digressing, when I go to the department today, when issues of I woke up by 35, I'm not going to my school, I woke up by 39, come back by I used to tell them, because this is what he said 4-5 years ago, voilà, I'm doing it back. 39 years ago, I'm cool. 39 years ago, mo sọ bí ọ̀gá ọjọ́ kan wà tí wọ́n pè wá lọ ọ̀dọ̀ pòfẹ́sọ̀ Fábùrẹ́wá pòfẹ́sọ̀ àjọyọ̀ ìwọ̀jẹ́ pòfẹ́sọ̀ àjọyọ̀ ìwọ̀jẹ́ bàbá agbóyè ìgbàjọ́ wọn káńtó lẹ́sìn ìwọ̀jẹ́ gbogbo àwọn pòfẹ́sọ̀ kọ́lẹ́jì apáta ni wọ́n pèlè wa lórí tí wọ́n fọ̀rọ̀ gbà wá lórí bíjọ́ aláìsàn tó dìde wa lọ wọ́n fẹ̀rẹ̀ gbà wá lórí àtúkòbí ti tà àtúkò àlọ́ sí àbẹ́bíta kọ́lọ́ sí ìjẹ́ lókè gbà wá pàdé wọ́n á tún àpè lẹ́yìn ìdíkẹ́ wa sáré ní fẹ́ẹ̀sì gbogbo yìí ẹwà àìjú ọ̀láìsọ̀ ẹ̀rí pé ta ló fi ní lẹ́tọ̀ kọ̀ọ̀kan gbogbo skiriti ilẹ̀ máa kó débi ìtàbá tù gbogbo nǹkan tó sọ fún máàkì tó ní ìjọba ìlẹ̀ rẹ̀rọ ẹ̀kan bẹ́ẹ̀. By one okay, one say it's happened. But what I'm saying is that when I go to the department today now, when they argue, I allow them to argue. I always tell them because then so you remember 3-4 years ago, and when you did one candidate. But now that I'm sitting at another level now, I've seen that ojú wa bó ṣe rí nígbà ìtajà wọra wa kiri tàbí wò when you sit with senior people the way they interpret issues ọ̀rọ̀ kan pé báyìí wọ́n á fọ ẹ̀jẹ̀ evidence more than 10 tọ́sí wà máa wò pé kílà fà kílà gbé kílà jù lọ́sọ̀ ìlú yìí about sales if not for another thing that I'm sitting down and activate in that place it has exposed me to many things beyond what I can say my colleagues can compare with. That's just the truth. When you come in, we decided, we juniors, okay, we know as a professor, that we be looking at how the guys to talk. But towards that I can't be the job. I'm not a lawyer. The bad law courts. So I'm going to show they don't even come with it at all. I wanted to share here. If I told you who is in this video and he said I'm the one. It's affirmation. No, that's story again. So
So now to be putting justification and co is not right. Then two, Professor you are referring to and his group as you have made them. Then Professor serves our respect. He doesn't belong to my college, but it's my professor in the university. Right? And the way we address our seniors, we should also remember that they also come to become professors one day, the way they also be dragging us. Forget about the issues, what you should do, and what the professors are telling you so far. Nobody wants to look at integrity of what has transpired. We are talking about that. Go back home and go and meet yourself. I recommend that you know you are very close friends. Let's go like the Joma. Ṣé ilé ìdáwó yìí táwọn ọ̀gá bá ń sọ mo ní pa àwọn ọ̀gá mi tó bá sọ nínú kan tó ṣẹ́gun kù àwọn àgbò kì í sọ̀rọ̀ kan àìlú ìtù. Ṣùgbọ́n lára àwọn àtàjọ ìdẹ́gbẹ́ àwọn lè sùn tọ̀rọ̀ fúnra wa ọmọ ìyá kí ni yóò ní ìtẹ̀lára kò ní ìtẹ̀lára. Evidence being brought forward. You can zero is my former student. Yes, the claim could be that no law in the university that says that you cannot marry your student. But when issue that is being investigated, that I'm not, but as issue that is being investigated in first exam manipulation, and as an evidence that you are having an affair with somebody in that department, what gives us an assurance that you have not manipulated with somebody?
Look at the point. I was very careful because of one thing. If he doesn't see what you are saying, it might conclude with
actually, for me, when I read that, he put off. Sir, we are coming. He put off a lot of burden for me because I said when I come today, I will seek protection under the two professors here. Thank God I've known them for almost 15 years. Prof indirectly, through the ones. So we've been together all these years and all that. So for me, those of us from social sciences, humanities, and non-med sciences, we've seen a lot of things. And like Prof was saying that day when we watch it, we've seen things. But when issues occur like this, what matters is that the words of that person against your own. I remember during the tenure of Prof. Ojoniyi, we raised issue like this at one retreat. And say, can we go out with you? Can we date your students? And people have and all that. But the Gbenga Ojoniyi was there. I don't forget anything. And so people were trying to say, people were saying that, of course, the priest also marry his student. But Professor Oladele now stood up and said that, yes, but if anything happens, you're on your own.
And the fact is that, let me also tell you something. You didn't mention the name. I'm sorry. Never be known. You didn't mention the name and quickly went.
We wouldn't have talked. I'm telling you, we wouldn't have talked.
And don't graduated. The candidate is just going now because this is the result before me.
You talk.
I'm just clearing. Yes, she doesn't have that problem. She's not among those people that are having issues. But she's just graduating.
But what is if
you go back for year one to now,
you try to justify yourself by saying you
have taught it, and one way or the other you have taught
we'll still go back to year one.
And I'm sure you know that if you graduate in the university now, so by the next year, only 5 fathers, only 20 years.
Sir, can I provide more information here?
Hold on.
You see,
if tomorrow now, they listed you for that, they want to make you minister of anything. Now, to you, it is nothing. But I can tell you that, Chimama to Lily is done.
Former president in the US.
What that was they got
former
What's the top of the budget? President.
They will have achieved all their nonsense. And if you, I have to put my whatever searching to be sure. When I did not see the when we went for textbooks, they said that they provided the offer. But we played down on it like this is one
of the reasons why I say I'm not part of their policy. Let me tell you one thing, sir. Let me tell you something. It was Dr. Amao. Dr. Amao was the one who called me and said, Ojoniyi, you right place. We are recommending literatures. Can we recommend any of your literature for students?
Yeah, it's not set up.
She was the one who came to me.
That can also be set up.
But no,
because there's no for
I'm just trying to tell you that I don't have anything against. I'm just telling you that I don't have anything against. I don't play that politics.
When we make use of conspiracy the other time, are you confirming what I'm saying? This is another one.
So I don't.
Do you confirm that language now?
I know some people will be conspiring, but me, I'm not part of it. That is what I've been trying to say. I've not been part of it.
Owó rẹ̀ ẹ̀fà àtìlé kẹ́yìn kálukú kẹ́lọ. Sẹ́ńtì mọ̀mẹ́tì ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ abájá o. A ti lẹ̀kùn báyìí. Láàbà ajá ní àwọn ẹlẹ́kùn.
Lágbó wìyà máa jà máa àwọn tẹ́tí wa ò ní láyé. So far, the history of science is like the world is time. I don't know how you get it. Okay, good. I want to mention.
Very.
Nígbà tí lébù kan ìké Gbẹ́lágadé said he spoke to àwọn three professors tó wà báyẹn at the end of the day. Now,
you can't go to anywhere. You cannot get to any level without talking that point. You can't go to any level.
And after you do
maybe it was Professor Oge who started the process of my accelerated promotion. I have nothing. Sir, I don't have anything against sincerely, Professor Oge cannot say that I have anything against you. Our pastor will talk. Even I said that happened. It's not that I don't I said,
you are still there, but see, you say that
it was because of the role. I have heard because of the role. Because I don't expect that of him.
He asked me, I said, I will seek for protection of man, even for what I want to say. This is the system. I always tell people in my department and my faculty. I came from Agowe. Agowe may have his own problems, but the structure or the system. I mean the packing order in Agowe. I told them too the other time. When I came here, I just found it that it's not yet here, and that's one thing that I lost. From Agowe. Ní Agowe. At like one dey be estimate and to be estimate as associate professor. Most of these professors are here. They don't operate bring down. Many of them just break down. Basic medical science. Because when they were assessing me here, when I went to come here as a professor, so they make a lot of usage for one or two things. So end up with me. I'm not supposed to discuss this with you, but I will raise it. It's one of the things. Only thing so page compare the what who missing there. People say you know something you need. I don't know, Professor I didn't give you. Only normally, if you let him tap on that, see me, I'm sure I signed up many people to meet here. I was working at I came to UCH. So I get people to show that is the time to finish me. So the faith of not me, I had to go and not collect the invite, not collect the room. I do not mean for the copy of that particular program whatever and give to him. At the end of the day, I brought him here for sabbatical. So I started. We are talking about a sitting vice chancellor who will fail a phone call for also who Paris here at home. After I just want to send me a dossier on the because I asked him where I should come to complain because of that. That was Prof. He did it because he needed the panel to finish. So, I mean, they will go clear back. But the giver is because I said to you, that is it. Academia, don't joke with people. You don't even know who is going to attend. Because you will control. Oh, there will be tea on my taking here. I've learned a lot over time. And I realized, why are we fight? Because it was overtake, it was perfect. Over shit there.
Alors, je parle professeur, il dit ça va le costume à voir.
Sorry, on va bien.
Oui, on va bien à vous faire mal. Elle va dire
give it for 1 week. I'm going to
no, chairman. When we get okay, ló recommend ọkùnrin fún accelerated. So
yeah, we did it.
So if someone meets you,
and that's the point you want to he will not recommend you. Anything coming from others must be.
He will not recommend you. Then too, if you pursue this case further, you are blackmailing your name. You are blackmailing your own name. You pursue this case further. Go and appeal to all of them. Let everything settle down. So your name is protected. Oh, come on, my daughter.
Wọ́n lọ gbọ́dọ̀ pé ó fẹ́ di mílíọ̀tà ọ̀gá ń ti bá ẹ̀gẹ́ ní ẹ̀gbọ́n máa fà sẹ́yìn.
Èyí tó wá lè fi gbọ́ àlọ́ kan lábọ̀. Eléyìí tẹ̀lé ìdíjú also confirm that.
Please, at the end of the day, let's hear what was August closing remark.
You should not say that. I must say that. You should not say that. When he has plotted it and planned it, why is he now saying that? You should not say that. 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 Professor Gbenga should not say that. You should not say that. You should not say that.
We discuss later.
I'm okay. Yes, we'll do our best to make I know what I've done. I know what I've not done. I'm not afraid of the system. I'm not. Once I will make nothing. Even the name here. For God sake, why will I protect my name when I have called the name of God? Forget it. The issue I need to settle with God, I've settled it. But again, and those who planted it cannot escape it.
All right.
Come on.
Progress. That said, their priority target, Salah al-Islam, is still not among those arrested, and therefore the threat level currently at the maximum level.